Good morning, everyone from Japan, and good evening to all of our fans who are waiting right now for a special guest because it's morning here, but it's nighttime in where our guest is right now. So I'm going to introduce to you live our special guest, the 29th episode of our Miss International Live. Please welcome live from Miami, Florida, Miss International Ecuador, Miss Valeria Gutierrez. Hello, here she is.
Hi, it's always great to talk to you, even in camera or text message. But I'm glad I'm here.
Actually, it's really nice to have you here now because I actually like we were joking before prior to this just to give you an idea, guys. We were actually joking. It's Friday night. I'm going to spoil your Friday night, Valeria. You should not go to any party. I remember when I was your age. Friday night. What are you supposed to do, right?
I mean, yeah, but I told you it's okay, and you told me that at this time things do not get started. I was like, you're right. So
That's
we're
true.
all
Yeah.
good.
By the way, Valeria, right here, she is 22 years old and she is studying social communications. And she actually grew up in Florida, but she was born in Ecuador. So please share to us something about your background. Like, how did you end up there in Miami? How did your family end up there in Miami? And your English is much, much better than I do. So let's get the ball rolling.
Okay, so first of all, yeah, I was 9 when I came to United States. My parents came here to have a better job. So when I was 9, I was not used to it. I was like, I do not want to leave Ecuador. I have all my family here. I have all my friends. But at the end, since I was little, I was really mature. So we ended up going. I ended up liking it. My English, to be honest, when I was little, I hated it. I did not want it to learn at all. My mom was like, "You're gonna need it one day." I'm like, "I'm never gonna need it." And I was not the best at the school for English, so I was like, "You know what? It's okay." So when I got here, I started to learn English by watching TV because of the programs that I used to watch over there. I was seeing him here. So I was like, you know what? I kind of understand. So it was like a little bit easier for me. So yeah, I was born in Ecuador. Came here when I was little. Um, they always say that I'm more from here than from over there, but I always consider myself like more Ecuadorian than from the United States. To be honest, I'm really proud for where I came from. Ecuador is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful country. Where I'm from, it's Guayaquil. It's like the weather. It's not like the best, but like you get used to it in some of the points. Like the middle of the world, you can always say it's Quito. It's like a lot of people go there to see it. And let's see, I got used to here. I always go 1 or 2 times a year to Ecuador to visit my family. Um, I used to be in a TV show here in Miami. That's when I realized that I loved to be in camera. I wanted to be in TV. I wanted to study that because before I wanted to be like a psychologist for kids. But then when I got into TV, I was like, you know what? No, this is for me. And then I started study that. I went to London to take a course. It was the best thing ever. I learned a lot from that. Then I went to the Miss Ecuador. I learned even more stuff over there. And then when I was in Ecuador, I was like a new phase. Everyone wanted me to be in some programs. And they actually hired me this year to be a TV host in one of the shows in Ecuador. So I was the youngest there, and from there and that, I'm learning a lot, and I'm really happy from where I'm right now.
So, meaning to say, in the future, you could really see yourself working in Ecuador as a TV broadcaster
Not in Ecuador, to be honest, everywhere.
everywhere. Like
Yeah,
the
everywhere.
Latin American market is so huge. You can speak English, you can speak Spanish.
Exactly.
So you can probably just go to Mexico as well and also do your thing.
I can be an actress too in a novella. You never know.
I know. Well, being someone who grew up watching Mexican telenovelas, because I'm from the Philippines, so in the Philippines we used to have so many Mexican telenovelas and also Colombian telenovelas, and then somehow it's it's funny how we could actually like relate into some of the stories because the Latin culture is also very much into the Philippine culture, and well, but let's talk about you. I know Miami, Florida in general has a lot of Latinos. It's like Latino community is so huge there. So I don't. Did you really have? I don't. I mean, I just wanted to know, like, if you really had a hard time adjusting, despite the fact that there's like a huge Latino community in your area, or how was the adjustment when you moved there?
Okay, so when I moved here, it was a little hard because I was leaving everything there, my friends and stuff, and
Mhm.
I'm someone that if it gets to a place, I can talk to everyone, but if it's not my language, it will be a little hard. And like you said, there's a lot of Latin people here that do speak Spanish. But in school, I was like a little bit afraid, and I was like, I'm gonna take my time, and then I started to learn a little bit more English. I had to, I have no choice to learn
No
it.
choice.
Exactly. And this time I couldn't say, "Mommy, I don't like English," because I had to. I was here. So at the beginning, it was a little hard. But then I'm someone that gets really used to moving in some places, be there, be that. If things changes, I'm really good at changes. So it was at the beginning, it was hard, but then I got used to it because half of my family is here, not just my mom and my sister and my brother. It's like half of them are here and half of are in Ecuador. So it was nice. So it wasn't that like a struggle for me. It was
Hmm.
easier for me to adjust here in Miami. And to be honest, it was one of the greatest things that my mom could ever said to me. We're moving to the United States. It was a big change, but I really appreciate what she has done for me so far.
It's a huge step as well for the whole family moving into the a different country and adjusting to the culture. But well, we all know that Miami in general and Florida, the huge Latin community. There's probably wasn't as hard. Probably, like for example, in my case, because moving to Japan, for example, and learning the language, it was also very difficult for me. But well, our 60th Miss International will be held in Japan. Have you already started brushing your Japanese language? Or
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, you know what? The first language I remember that I before Spanish that I wanted to learn, it was Italian. And then when the Miss Ecuador organization told me that the pageant was gonna be in Japan, I was like, you know what? I never thought I was gonna say this, but I have to learn Japanese at least to communicate with some people. To say hi, bye, and some sentence, and like to say a paragraph, to talk to people. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm not gonna say it here, but like, when I get there, I'll talk Japanese with the people that I have to.
you still have 6 months to prepare.
I have time. I have time. Even I put my headphones on even when I sleep, so it can get into it even when I'm sleeping. So we'll get there. I'll get there. I know that.
You're very young. I'm sure you will be able to get there. Well, like I learned the Japanese language when I was 21. So
I'm 22, so it's I'll get there. Like my our brains are not like a sponge, like little kids, to
yeah.
absorb a different language. But I'll get there.
But you have the personality, obviously, since now you're taking social communications at university. So I think learning a new language, it doesn't have to be like perfecting a certain language. It's really about um, your attitude, whether you wanted to connect with a person. It doesn't have to be perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, but what sort of things do you think your studies have been helping you when it comes to this sort of um, new adventure you're gonna pursue, like being in an international pageant, for example?
One of the things that I can say that I will always be grateful for the things that I wanted to study is to get used to be on camera, to
Hmm.
not be afraid to speak to someone in camera, because not in person, because in person I can go all day talking. I do not mind that. But one of the greatest thing it was that being on TV and studying these and being in this type of pageants to represent my country, it helped me a lot to communicate more with people, to raise my voice a little bit more, to help other people so they encourage themselves. Not if you're younger, you can still do it, because I'm the youngest where I work, so it's a big thing for me. Like I'm 22, I'm gonna turn 23, and for me to be in that position right now, it's big. I know I still have more to learn. Even the professionals, they learn every single day. And for
Yes, sir.
me, it's like to express myself a little bit more better, because
Mm.
before I talk a lot, and when Spanish people talk Spanish, they like go super fast. They talk super fast. So I got a class for me to stop every single sentence, because you have to breathe, because when you talk a lot, your breath it runs out. So I
Mm.
try to control that, my breathing and stuff. So that helped me a lot, like, to be honest. But yeah, I can say, like, to be more open in camera, to be more myself, and to not like get stuck in something that I actually want to say. So yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I'm sure you have been preparing to become an effective TV broadcaster or TV host, because that is this is what I actually learned from John, because I asked John like about your profile, and then you in the future you wanted to host your own TV show. And what sort of TV show do you want to host? Like, do you already have an idea what sort of things do you want to
Yeah,
you
I
want to talk
do.
about?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it's like I want something to be for everyone, not for certain people. Have you watched the Ellen show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
it's
quite popular. Yeah.
okay, so something similar like that, to to change people's lives, to make them laugh if they have a bad day, to bring persons in the channel, to have like a cooking section, like a talent section, like everything around that people can actually like get into and be like, you know what, it's time to watch Valeria's show. And I don't know the name, I don't know the name yet, but I'll get there. But that is my dream. I'm working on it. Still studying about it. But yeah, I like also to create some stories, and like when something comes up, I just write it for next time if I need an idea. So yeah, it is my dream to have my own TV show, and to have a lot of people working in it too. So
What about traveling? Do you, since I heard that you love to travel so far, places that you have that you thought are the most memorable places that you have traveled? Give me like one, two, and three.
okay, one I can say Curacao. I always
Mhm.
travel with my family. I think traveling with your family, it's like it's different to travel with your friends, because with the family, it's like nice memories that you have. I remember I stood there for a little bit more than a week. It was Curacao, Europe. I love Europe. It was London. I went there to study there. So that's my second. And let me, Puerto Rico.
Oh.
It was when I went there. It was like kind of like still COVID time, so I couldn't see that much. But
Mhm.
I fall in love with that island. To be honest, I do want to go back. But those are my like, three top right now. Still,
So have you? You've never been to Asia, have you?
never. I
No.
wanted to go so badly. I wanted to go to Philippines. I wanted to go to Japan. I always talked about it with my little sister, because she loves Japan and she has friends there. And I was like, you know what, we have to go, the two of us together, and it's great. Oh, and also Singapore. I've seen it.
No,
It's
yeah.
beautiful. So yeah, I'm like, I do want to get there.
Are you more of an urban girl, or are you more of a provincial, rural type of girl?
If I'm honest, I'm everything. It depends the occasion. It depends where I'm going, or like the place that I'm at. Like, but I can say I'm everything.
You have you love both.
I love both.
Well, I have an impression about Ecuador because I would watch some pageants being held in Ecuador, like the Miss Continentes Unidos. It's like the girls would also visit some nature reserves, because Ecuador also has a lot of natural sceneries aside from the cultural and also the buildings that you have in Guayaquil. So, being an ambassador of Ecuador, what are you going to share to the people here in Japan once you're already here?
To be honest, it's like that's hard to say, because Ecuador, like you said, it has so many beautiful things. And if I'm being honest with you, I haven't even like get get to like know my entire country, because
Mhm.
there's places that I would love to go, not even my family knows about, and I was like searching
Mhm.
for. But like definitely, uh, the the food, it's like for me, it's like one of the best. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you, I don't know if you have tried it. If you haven't, I'll cook for you when I get
Oh wow!
there. uh,
Hopefully.
I love cooking since I was little. My mom taught me. Yeah, our culture, that it's the greatest things. I want to show like the world. what Ecuador is actually about, because it can be small, but it has like the people there are great. Our food is like amazing. Like our views are like one, like it's beautiful. The Galapagos Islands, that's like an
Yeah,
amazing island. So I want actually wanted to do go there before going to Japan, so I can talk about it.
yeah.
But yeah, there's like a little bit of everything, a little bit of every single thing that Ecuador has. That would be great.
Yeah, some people are actually thinking that we are just talking about the girl here or the delegate who's coming to Japan, but sometimes they don't know that, if you look at all of the episodes of the Miss International Live Career, I am actually giving hints to everyone on what the Miss International organization is actually looking for a winner. So if those contestants who are actually watching all of the episodes, I think little by little they understand what we are actually talking about here. It's really more Miss International is, unlike other pageants, it's really more about fostering friendship among the delegates. So like usually when you come to Japan, you won't feel the competition. There's literally no competition going on. The only time you'll probably feel the competition is when it's already rehearsal time and it's like, oh, by the way, we are here to compete. But yes, what is really important is how you guys are going to learn from each other. Like learning from each other's culture, learning from the Japanese culture as well, and how you're going to use that in the next 5 or 10 years. So my next question will be like, Valeria, how do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
The next 10 years, like I said, I'll be hosting my own TV show,
Mhm.
be a professional. And I don't know about saying if still have my own family, because I have a lot of projects
Mhm.
going on, to do have my own like social project to help people. There's a lot, I know in my country there's a lot of kids that do need help, and like I know it's not gonna like be easy, but to start from a little thing, I do want to get started like next year on that. um but yeah, I do see myself in 10 years hosting my own TV show.
Hosting your own TV show. Yes, that looking forward for that, Valeria.
You'll be one of my guests when I open that my show, you'll see.
Okay, hopefully. And well, now I think it's about time for us to actually read some comments and read some questions here because I'm sure that the fans are very eager to actually talk about. Know more about you, or maybe there are some people here who already know that they want to say hi. Um, Here we go. Let's see, because there are already so many questions here. Like actually, very more instead of question, actually they have like comments here from Rene. Bendiciones, Belia. Like I just assume what it means.
I
Like
think I think you
blessings to
got
you.
I think you got like a little cut up, like cut, like for like a minute.
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Renee said, Bendiciones, Bella.
Oh, thank you. Bendiciones también.
Here's a question, I guess. From Shannon Paternoster. Shannon, your question is for Miss Ecuador International, Miss Valeria Gutierrez, if you could have 3 wishes as a beauty queen, what would it be and why?
Three wishes. Um, like personally, or like
As
in
a
the
beauty queen.
as a beauty queen. Like if okay, so three wishes. It will be to always have my project foundation always like running, and like to have a lot of people there, because for me that's really important. Uh, to always have my family right next to me. They always have been there since the beginning. They always like support me in every single way that I go. And the third one, it will be to always encourage little girls, like if they're young and they're not able to like they're not there, like they think they can't do it, but they know they can, like to
Mm,
be there, support them, and have like a group with all of them, like a little, yeah, it's like a little group. I don't know how to explain it in that certain way, but
mm.
like
Valeria's video stopped for a few seconds. She'll be back for sure. And she's back.
Oh, I got caught up.
Yeah, you you got frozen for a while, but it's okay. I'll explain to them that you got frozen. So just keep on going. Explain your last your last
The last
wish.
one. Okay, so the last one, it will be to have like a, it's not like a little group, but it will be to have like a support group for like young girls, like to actually want to pursue their dreams. And like if they think they're too young to do it because people are saying that
Mm.
they don't have the ability to do it because of their age, they're wrong, because they have said it to me before. And I'm grateful for my age and like how mature I am, and a lot of people can do the same thing as I can. So like to actually like encourage them to do what they want, because there's gonna be a lot of people out there to tell you you can, but you actually can do.
Yeah, so like maybe this is also one of the aspect that have one of the things that changed you when you joined Miss Ecuador. Like just to give an idea, was Miss Ecuador your first pageant, or you used to join some mini pageants when you were little?
To be honest, though, it is my first pageant. Runways I've been since I was little, but
Mhm.
pageants, it was my first time, and it was life changing because I learned so much things. Because being a model and being a miss, it's way different. It's really hard, and people are like, "Oh no, she only have to take pictures, they only have to walk," and I'm like, "No, that's not just the thing, because it's actually like you have to put all your work in it, and it's like it's hard, but it's something that you actually do enjoy." And I am grateful that I really accepted to go to the casting and be like, and be one of my Miss Ecuador International.
And who actually convinced you to join Miss International? Miss Ecuador.
Okay, so I remember there is a pageant here in Miami
Uh
that I
huh.
was actually gonna go first. It's Nuestra Belleza Latina. I
Uh
remember,
huh.
and
Hmm.
I always thought that I wanted to represent my country as like the best way, because I've always been proud of it. Like people can talk about bad of your country, but like I'm super proud of it, everything that we have and the people that are in it. So I was like, yeah. So I was like one of the Miss organizations people, not that work there, but know the thing. They told me, why don't you go for the casting for Miss Ecuador? It's going to be next year. I know it's going to be your year. You can like, the experience is going to be the great thing ever. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I didn't think I was like ready for it, but I think like no one is ready to this type of things. So like you're always gonna learn a little bit more when you're in it. So they told me, go for it. I told my dad, I told my mom, and they were like, "Is that really what you want?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's really what I want." And they're like, "Okay, let's go for it." So I went there. I prepared myself before the casting because of the walk and stuff. It was different, and it was a little bit hard for me, because but I do learn fast, so I really enjoyed it. And after that, they told me, you know what, go for it. You're gonna do great. I did went to the casting. I was one of the chosen ones, and I think it was more of my friends that told me to, you know what, just do it. You're gonna do great. My parents are like, if you feel like you're gonna do great, you are gonna do great. If you feel this is for you, it is for you. So I was like, you know what, you guys are right. So I'm just gonna try it, and if I fall, I stand up and I'll keep going. Everything what happens, and that's how I got the title of Miss Ecuador International, because I was the first runner up.
Yeah, I know. Like for example, things are really very different when you just look at the girl on camera and then look at the photos. Oh, she's a model. Oh, she's beautiful. And then now that you are talking and you are really speaking up, speaking about your life, about your experiences, it really gives a whole different meaning to you as a person. Like now that people are hearing your voice and like, oh, this woman can talk. This this woman has substance. It's really very different, and this is one thing that we're actually doing here with the Miss International Lives. Like you guys, like please don't just think that our contestants are just mere beautiful faces, that they are model. They have this, they have brain, they can speak. They can spend the whole day talking to you about anything. And more importantly, you guys really strive to become an inspiration and very good role model to a lot of young people out there. And for someone who actually had to adjust, being coming from Ecuador and then moving the entire family to Miami, you have a story to tell, you have a story to share, and I'm sure that a lot of young girls or young boys as well will be able to find a will be able to relate to your story and understand, oh, that's also me, like someone who probably has an identity crisis, for example, like about, oh, who am I really? Am I an American or am I a like, Ecuadorian? Am I American? Am I Colombian or Venezuelan? Because a lot of Latin community, a lot of young people probably in the Latin communities in the United States actually have that struggle as well. And you're one example that probably they can actually relate to.
No, yeah, to like you're saying right now, you can be an inspiration for a lot of girls, not even girls, boys, and even like
Mm,
older people.
yeah.
And I have experienced that before because not just before I started everything in for a pageant, I was always on my social media working and having people always talking to me, like little girls, even like older people that for me they're like I was trying to put stories or like posts on my social media that they can like enjoy or make them happy with my
Mm,
little brother that I have that he's always with me in there. And I do receive messages saying, you know what, I had a bad day, but for seeing this video with your little brother, it changed it. Like, thank you so much and stuff. So like for me to see those type of messages, it's like you're doing something. Like
mm,
even with one person you are doing something and that actually feels great and they think you are making them happy, but like we're both making each other happy because
mm,
reading some comments like that, it actually inspires me. Like the people that always follows these type of pageants, like the you can say the fans and stuff, like really into it, they support their candidates, like all of them, and they think when we repost those type of things, oh my god, thank you so much. And I'm like, you
yeah.
know what, thank you, because you're actually making me feel way better, because you're like supporting me, you're believing in me, and for me that's like 100 times better than what you're doing. It's like for me it's like way better, like for me to repost, it's something that it's gonna like be in my mind forever, and it actually changes. So it's like it makes me feel like more comfortable by myself, more to be like to do a little bit like 100% more better, and it's for them, not just for me, but for every single people that is watching. So to change
Yes. It is actually like a two-way street. You know, you are benefiting from each other. Like it's like social media may have changed the course of the entire pageant industry and even in the sports industry and different kinds of industry, but we have been really we have been trying to adjust as well, and we are trying to use it as a positive tool to influence as many people as possible instead of using it something, you know, a lot of people probably say that, you know, that there's also the negative thing about social media, but if we just focus on how we can actually utilize it for the positive, for the greater good, then I think our world will become a better place and we'll be able to understand each other.
that is true. To be honest, we can use social media in so many ways.
Yeah.
So that's a really good platform.
And now I want you to actually like share a message to your fans in Ecuador. You can speak in Spanish. It's I'm sure they would really appreciate to hear you talking in your in the Spanish language. So the stage is yours, Valeria. Talk to your fans in Spanish, please, to everyone, to the Ecuadorian community all over the world and Ecuador itself.
Ok, primero que todo, quiero agradecerles a cada una de las personas que están viendo este programa, si son de Ecuador o no son de Ecuador. Quiero agradecer por todo ese apoyo que me están dando desde el principio, antes de entrar al Miss Ecuador también, antes que sepan que sea yo candidata. Ese apoyo siempre ha estado conmigo. Créanme que cada uno de sus mensajes a mí me ayuda al 100% para mejorar y poder representar bien a nuestro país. Y no solo a mi país, sino a toda Latinoamérica, porque no solo soy de Ecuador, sino soy una latina más que los va a representar súper bien en el Miss Internacional. Y si llego o no llego a ganar, igual va a ser una experiencia muy hermosa, porque están diciendo que esto no es una competencia, sino para estar más cerca a cada uno. Entonces, les mando un beso súper grande, muchísimas bendiciones, y les quiero agradecer otra vez por todo el apoyo que me han brindado desde el principio.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Valeria. Thank you so much, John, for connecting us with Valeria. Thank you, Maria del Carmen, as well, to the Miss Ecuador organization. Thank you for this time. I really, really appreciate all of those who actually help get this through. And thank you, Valeria, for your time.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. It was really nice meeting you. I hope to see you really soon.
Really
Like,
soon, yeah.
it is gonna be
And
soon, because you can say, it's 6 months yet, but like time goes flying, so it's
yeah,
gonna be soon.
It's gonna be soon, maybe sooner than you expected. Maybe
Exactly.
I might go to Ecuador in a few months.
If you go, let me know and I'll give you the best tour that you can ever receive there.
All right. Thank you so much. Muchas
Thank you.
gracias. Thank
A
you
ti.
guys for watching, and please keep tuning in into our MI Live and follow all of our social media accounts. Also follow Valeria's social media accounts. She's got a lot of followers, by the way. And yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a very wonderful weekend. Have a very wonderful weekend, Valeria, and to your
Have a
family
beautiful
and
day
friends.
because I know it's day over there. I'll have a
Yeah.
good night here. So I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye.